I would like to share an instruction prior to the commencement of today's seminar. Firstly, we have a new resource person for the seminar. Due to an emergency, Ms. Julie Kribavati is not able to participate. A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Pratham Andrade, welcome you all to the Intercollegiate Value Added Program Virtual Power Seminar on Campus to Corporate, organized by Commerce Club, IT Club, and Value Added Program in association with IQAC. At this exuberating moment, I would like to quote remarkable lines of Albert Einstein on the power of imagination. Imagination is everything. It is preview of life's coming attractions. Henceforth, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. Thank you. Now, I request Akshita, first year BCA student, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to welcome the resource person for today's seminar, Sri Durai Babu Selvaraj, Assistant General Manager, Learning and Development, Kone Elevators, India. A heartily welcome to you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome our beloved principal, Professor Soumya Irapake. A genial welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I also welcome Mr. Prajwal Vasista, ICT Coordinator. A warm welcome to you, sir. I cordially welcome all my fellow students and participants from various colleges have joined us with lots of enthusiasm. A genuine welcome to all. I also welcome all the teaching and non-teaching staff for this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshita, for the welcoming. Now, I request Udachis, first year BBA student, to read out the profile for today's resource person, Sri Durai Babu Selvaraj.
A very good morning to one and all. I, Udashis, feel honored and extremely happy to introduce today's resource person, Sri Durai Babu Selvaraj, to the gathering. Mr. Durai Babu Selvaraj currently serves as Learning and Development Manager at Kone, India, having tremendous experience of 19 years in various industries like engineering, abrasives, and information technology. Besides, he possesses excellent expertise in learning and competence development, performance management, talent reviews, HR business partnering, employee engagement, organizational development, mentoring, employee induction, and training delivery. It is noteworthy to enumerate his career highlights. He postulated and executed strategic leadership program in collaboration with GLIM. He effectively put into effect Kirkpatrick's training impact model, learning management system, and performance management system. He is credited for setting up a development center at Kone, India for development of Lean Six Sigma. It's a great pleasure to have you as the resource person for today's seminar. Now I request Mr. Durai Babu Selvaraj to take over the session.
Now, I would like.
Durai sir, am I audible?
Yes. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you can take over the session, sir.
All right. Sorry for joining late, and I'm having my video off. I'll just start sharing my screen right now. Just please give me a moment time.
You can't share the screen, sir?
Yeah, I'm just having. Yeah. Now I got it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So is this first slide visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible. You can go ahead.
Okay. Time now is 11:15. I'm sorry that I'm joining late today. So I had to pick up my daughter from school. It got delayed. Kindly excuse me. Uh, so a very good morning to each one of you. I would first of all like to thank the uh, the college management for organizing this event and having invited me to be part of this session. Let me first thank Principal Professor Soumya ma'am and the chairman, Mr. P. Anantaram, and the HOD and all the college dignitaries out there. Let me also thank ICT Academy, Mr. Vishnu Prasad and Prajwal, and of course all of you students for having committed this time to listen to me. All right, so today what I am going to share with you is about uh, after you finish your college days and you get into the corporate world, what are those important things that you should be keeping in mind and practicing so that you are happy, you are also successful in your career. Okay, so let's move on. Now let's look at some of the basic differences. Now when you're a student, you're so free. Exams are the only major qualifying criteria. So if you write your exams really well, be attentive in the class, score good marks, then you're through. Okay. Um, but it is not so if you become an employee. When you join an organization, then every day is going to be really important for you. So you have to make a mark every day and from the very first day. So that is really going to be important. All right. And yeah, your productivity is important when you're an employee. Everything is going to be practicals. So when you're in college, only 25% of what you're learning is going to be practical, but performance is what you actually demonstrate when you come to the office, to the corporate world. And the corporate world is like highly competitive. Okay, now these are some of the basic things that you should be knowing already. So how do you be really successful? Now, whether it is a career or in general, what is it all of us really need so that now we are all successful, we are able to make a mark in our lives in the career, we are able to impress upon the senior colleagues in the organization. So what is really important? So can I ask you folks, sorry that I have my video switched off, but tell me please, what is that one most important thing that will make you successful? Can someone tell me? Speak up, please.
Dear participants, you can kindly react to the questions or anything asked by the host.
Yeah, I can see the chat box. You can also hard work. Okay. Rohan said hard work. Shiran, determination, effort, smart work. Yeah, great. Dedication. Vivek said dedication. Yasha's smart work. Great. Great. So is there any other answers you have? Concentration, Durga Prasad. Struggle. Yeah, focus, time management, knowledge, confidence. Awesome. Yeah, so keep it coming. Knowledge, coordination, cooperation, skills, focus, self-confidence. Great. Yes, so we need all of these to be successful. Patience, wonderful. Sinchana said patience. Yes, you need patience. You need interest. Yeah, you need to be passionate about your work. You need interest. You need to show interest at your work. Yeah, great. So wonderful comments, all of you students already. So where does all this start? Grace. Okay, yeah, you can be graceful also. Be nice to people. Be graceful. Carry yourself with grace. Believe. Never give up. Superb. Awesome. Yeah. So this is a great student group that I have ever been, because the chat box has not stopped. Obedient, successful, support. We should love our job. Okay. So Manohar wants to say something. Yeah. Do you quickly, Manohar? Raised. Believe in the process. Be passionate, be disciplined. Fantastic. Yeah, so discipline in everything is really important. So discipline is the fundamental. Fantastic. um, superb. So I'm really impressed with the kind of uh, participation that you're showing, students. Superb. Great. So all what you said is really true, and all of this, whatever you're saying, are actually behaviors. Yeah, so behaviors, if you see, if you look at a tree, let's take, imagine a banyan tree. Now the banyan tree is so huge, it is so wide, it is spread, and it has got the roots coming down from the branches going down to the earth, right? So what you get to see, everybody gets to see, is the tree's trunk, branches, leaves, roots, and it is on the ground, right? So now whatever you said, all of it is like what you get to see. Like when you look at a banyan tree, you can see the trunk, you can see the branches, you can see the leaves, you can see the roots. I mean, roots meaning the one that is coming down. Yeah, but what you don't get to see is what is under the earth, what is under the ground. Okay, now under the ground are the actual roots of the tree. Okay, now if the roots are really deeper, if the roots are really stronger, then on the ground the trunk is strong, the leaves are flourishing, the tree is growing really large and huge and wide. Yeah, so those are the behaviors that you see. What you get to see uh, is the behaviors. Now all of that you said, no, discipline is demonstration of the behavior, efforts, passion, interest, self-confidence. Lot of that you guys were saying, those are all the behaviors. That is like the tree that you get to see. Now there is something which is the root. Now the roots have to be really strong, deep, yeah, and nourished. So your behaviors are demonstrated. So what is that root basically? Can you guys make a guess? What could be the root? Whatever you said, accomplishments, consistency, believing in yourself, all of that is what you get to see are the behaviors. You demonstrate those behaviors. But what is beneath it? What turns out to be the behavior is basically the mindset. Okay, so everything begins with the mindset. Now if you have to be really successful, whether it is campus or college or corporate or life, wherever, mindset really matters. Okay, so now how good your mindset is, how strong your mindset is, that actually determines the behavior. So one mindset that all of us have to develop really is growth mindset. Now there is something called growth mindset. There is also something called fixed mindset. Now fixed mindset is saying, I'm only this much, I know only this much, and that is it. Accepting, limiting your belief. Now some of you beautifully said, now we have to believe in ourselves, believe in whatever we do, right? Now if you have limiting belief that only this much I can do, oh that I won't be able to do, Oh, there, I won't be able to reach. Oh, that doesn't come to me, I don't know that. Yeah, so limiting yourself is limiting your beliefs, limiting yourself is actually fixed mindset. Okay, so whatever you have, you say, you accept, and you live with that. Okay, I won't be able to do that, that's it, this is what comes to me. That is fixed mindset. Now, breaking that fixed mindset, breaking that limited beliefs that you have, moves you up to the next level, which is growth mindset. Okay, now all of us really need growth mindset to be successful anywhere. uh, yeah, and when it comes to career, organization, now organizations actually look for people with growth mindset. Yeah, so what is growth mindset? Like some of you beautifully already said, never give up attitude. Yeah, so you should tell yourself that no matter what, I will not give up. If I don't know something, tell yourself, I will learn it. If I'm struggling with something, now somebody said struggle. Yes, but how do you approach struggle? Okay, so now if you're struggling at something, you tell yourself, I'm not giving up. Even if it takes a little bit more of struggle, I am going to overcome this struggle with my patience, with my hard work, with my efforts, with my never give up attitude, and I am going to reach the the goal. Yeah, so that is basically growth mindset. So that is something which we need to develop in ourselves, that ability we have to cultivate within us, that I will not stop, nobody can stop me. Okay, now if you believe that you can never be stopped, then nobody else can stop you. So it all comes from within. So that is the roots that I'm talking about. Yeah, so if you have that root really deeper and stronger, then the behaviors happen automatically. All right, so I hope you understand. So we need to have growth mindset uh, everywhere, especially when you're in the organization. Tomorrow, if you join a company, growth mindset is going to help you really be successful, and also build a good rapport and relationship with other people, and have a happy work life. Okay, then so now growth mindset is what all of us need to have. Then there is also another level uh, to it. After you reach growth mindset, there is something called benefit mindset. What is benefit mindset? Now, I am somebody with growth mindset. So with my growth mindset, I have achieved something in my life, in my profession, in my career. So I'm at some level of knowledge, power, or position, expertise, whatever, that I have gained it because of my growth mindset. So now now I should not stop with achieving success for myself only. Let me also help my other colleagues, let me also help my friend, let me also help others in my society, let me also help others in my community, let me reach out to people, and with whatever accomplishments that I have, with whatever knowledge and expertise that I have, can I be of help to someone else? That is benefit mindset. Now, even this benefit mindset you can practice within the corporate. So reach out to others who are struggling and try to help them, support them, so they become your friend, your ally. All right, so now this is really important for us to understand that mindset matters. Mindset is really important. So everything begins with the mindset. So let's think about ourselves, introspect. What is the mindset I have? Do I have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? Now, if you feel that you are limiting yourself, if you're saying to yourself, no, I won't be able to do that, that doesn't come to me, let me be here only, I don't want to take that risk. Yeah, so just introspect and understand for yourself, what is the mindset you have. If you think that you have fixed mindset, then immediately try to break that mindset, move to growth mindset. Okay, and to move to growth mindset, you can take help. You can take help from your teachers, you can take help from your parents, from your siblings, from friends, also some experienced people that you might know, or your seniors in college, right? So take help, ask for help, and cultivate growth mindset. All right, so that is the first step. Then benefit mindset can come later also. All right, so everything starts with mindset. It is really important. All right, can I did I was I clear? can can you guys again fire up the chat box? Oh, thank you, Samiksha is saying yes. Great. So yes in the chat box. Yes, Chirant, Kritika, Anu, Joseph, Chandu, Kausar. All right. Thank you guys. Shreyas, Varsha. All right. All right. Ananya. Sorry. Great. Superb. Great. So yes. So mindset is really important. Now let's also look at some of the skill sets that you need to have. Really, I don't know in which order this, because I made some changes today morning while I was preparing for this session with you. Excuse if there are some mistakes, but please follow what I'm talking. Great. So dress up well. This is not whatever I'm going to be sharing, friends, students. These are nothing new. Like when I asked you the question, what is that one important thing which is required to be successful? You kept the comments pouring, so you know it already. You know that you need to have strong belief. You know that you need to have that never give up attitude. You know that all of us need to have self confidence, so you know it already. but but what we know, are we really practicing it? That is the challenge. Yeah, and we need to make whatever we know a habit for ourselves. So let's make it a point that you are the best dressed in office. Every day when you come to office, you are best dressed, and you dress up for the occasion. Okay, what is that dress up for the occasion? If you're coming to office, if there is a meeting, for that meeting, what is the dress code? Find out. If it is like complete formals, be the best dressed in complete formals to the meeting. If it is a conference, if it is a meeting, whatever is required, be the best dressed. If it is a wedding, then be the best dressed for the wedding. If it is a party, be the best dressed for the party, right? So, and you also spoke about grace. Yes. So now while you're walking, while you're talking, while you're looking at people into their eyes, you need to have that grace. You spoke about grace, right? So now carry yourself with grace. That is going to be really, really important. So make it a point to dress up the best. And remember, the researchers are saying that if you come to office really well dressed every day, your chances of moving up the corporate ladder is high. Okay, somebody who's well dressed every day to the office, their success is high. It is research. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Of course, I can see somebody smiling on the camera. Always wear a smile. While I'm saying carrying yourself with grace, it also means that you also look sport a pleasant look always. So smile. Okay, that is really important. So that really gives a positive outlook about yourself to the other colleagues. All right. Then speak up. Okay, now there are a lot of things happening around us. There are different topics, different subjects. So what is really important, even when you're giving some interviews, there is this group discussions, no, the GD. What happens in the GD? What is the interviewers or the observers actually looking for in the group discussion? They are actually looking whether you have your own opinion on any topic. What is your original thinking? What is that you have to say? Okay, somebody has said something about the topic, someone else is saying something about the topic. If there is a definition for a particular topic, particular subject, what is your take on it? What is that what is your understanding? What is your worldview? And about what is happening in the world, what is your own opinion, right? The original opinion that you have. So don't say, okay, I agree with that person, or you just don't repeat what the other person says, or you just keep quiet. No, you have in the first place, you need to have your own opinion. And when you have your own opinion, don't wait, speak up, voice that opinion out, and stand up for what you believe. Okay, so that is going to be really important. If you are sitting in a meeting, don't keep quiet. Maybe you know something, you want to share something, share it, and make sure that that is your own interpretation of things. So that is really important. Okay, now in the corporate, people ask on any subject, what is your opinion? It has to be your own opinion. If it is unique, they're going to like you. So keep trying. Then listening is an important skill. So we don't really listen. While somebody is sharing something, while you're in the classroom, or while in a conversation with a friend or anybody. So we just not focusing on what the other person is saying. Okay, so now listening means making eye contact, being genuine, and trying to understand the feelings and emotions with which the other person is actually telling you something. Okay, trying to also understand, okay, what is the feeling behind whatever this person is saying. It could be your friend talking about the fear about exam. So just give them a patient, genuine hearing. Okay, try to understand, try to absorb, uh, and also try to understand the emotions and feelings. That is really important, because the other person is able to sense that, and then that creates bond. Okay, now listening helps really in making friends in the organization, building a bond and rapport in the organization. It also helps to really understand what the other person is saying, the real meaning, what they are saying, and where they actually come from. And that is going to help you really in the work context also. Okay, so listening is an important skill. So let's listen. And now it is becoming even more difficult in the technological world, with the smartphones in the hand, with the TV, with this, with that, with a lot of distractions around us. Listening becomes very tough. So practice listening. And then there is something called sense of urgency. This we need to have. When you enter into the corporate, there is an assignment given to you. We need to be deadline driven. Somebody mentioned about time management. Beautiful comments all of you had given. Managing time really well. Having that sense of urgency. Okay, this is something pending. I have to complete it before time. The feeling that I have to do it well ahead of time is a sense of urgency. I have to meet all my deadlines. Okay, now that is a sense of urgency. So please build sense of urgency. Now make a to-do list with the date, with importance, and daily look at the to-do list, and daily make sure that you complete those tasks that are tabled for that particular day. Okay, so completing things well ahead of time is really important. Having sense of urgency is very important in the corporate. Speed is another very important thing. How quickly you're able to grasp things, listening, yeah, how quickly you're able to understand, get to the bottom of the issue, and how quickly you're able to get things done. So that is sense of urgency. That is going to be really important for you when you're into the corporate. And of course, I spoke about collaboration. Um, Collaboration, whether you like it, you don't like it, you have to, you will be put in a team. So a team has got a lot of people. There will be somebody who's difficult, somebody much senior. There is somebody who's showing attitude. There is somebody who's showing power. There is somebody who doesn't want to support you. There is somebody who's always busy, right? So now, despite whatever behavior that you see in other people, you should have that attitude and ability to connect with everybody, build rapport, collaborate seamlessly within the team, across the team, and get things done. Okay, so now when you come to corporate, um, without others support, you cannot get anything done. Even if it is your goal, alone there is nothing you can do. So you have to collaborate compulsorily. So building that attitude and mindset that yes, collaboration is important, let me collaborate, let me be friends with people, let me listen to them, let me help them. So we need to have that attitude to collaborate. Even if somebody shouted at you, then next time just don't bother, don't take things personally. Okay, so you can go to YouTube. There are a lot of videos on how not to take things personally. If somebody shouted at you, what we do, we usually take things personally. Oh, this fellow shouted at me, I'm not going to be part of his team. Okay, I will screw him up. Okay, I will make sure that he has a tough time, right? Or you don't talk at all to that person. So that is not going to work at all. So whatever differences you have to speak that out. Be friends and speak and resolve and go ahead. Okay, so now collaboration is a very, very important skill that you should practice, for which you need growth mindset, of course, an open mindset. You have to be open. Another important thing is change. When it comes to change, now you are all like graduates today. So why this session is actually happening? This session is to prepare you for the change that is actually coming. Okay, now developing a change mindset and having change potential, the ability to understand why this change is going to be happening, what benefits that this change is going to give me, and adapting yourself really quickly for the change is going to be really important. Okay, now campus to corporate is what? Changing from a campus life to a corporate life. Now change is inevitable, it keeps happening. Even tomorrow, if you go into the working world, you may move from one project to another. So every day there are many changes happening. Your bosses might change, then you will also grow, your positions will change, your responsibilities will change, then the environment around you changes. Like we all of us had the corona pandemic, it changed everything. So change is the real constant. Then organization might introduce a new technology, even the organization might change. Someone else, some big organization will come and acquire your organization, then there is a lot of change happens. There is a structural change happens, right? So now change you can't do anything about. What we can do, we have to be prepared. Tell ourselves, this world, everything is going to change, so let me be ready for change, embrace change, and look at change positively and perform. Okay, so being ready readiness for change is really important. Change, which is called change potential, that is really required for you to be very successful. Okay. And communicate with clarity. Yeah, speaking up also is communicating, but there I mentioned about having your own opinion. What is your thought leadership? What is your interpretation? So that is what I spoke in speak up. But here, whatever you have to clearly communicate. So now you can use stories as a means of communication. Now, I mean, it doesn't mean telling stories, but if you look at stories have got a structure. In the first part, it is about the background. In the second part, let's say for example, all of us are watching movies now, like Mission Impossible. So now in the first part, the hero has got a problem, or some background is happening. So he's on a mission. Basically, in the Mission Impossible, the hero is on a mission, and that mission is very difficult. In the second part, he is faced with lot of challenges. In the third part, he overcomes all the challenges and he succeeds. Now this is a story structure. So now whatever you want to communicate when you are making a presentation, when you want to influence somebody with your idea, right? So try to use the structure, the concepts, okay, and communicate accordingly. Yeah, so you may a lot of literature is available in Google, YouTube videos which you may want to take. There are a lot of storytelling trainings that are happening. You may want to enroll. Udemy, like a lot of Coursera, Udemy, they also have a lot of courses. So please learn how to communicate using storytelling. Yeah. So one of the most important thing is without supervision, without nobody watching over you, you have a task. Are you doing it? Or you're saying like, okay, there is nobody looking at me, there is nobody chasing me, there is nobody to ask me, so that's okay, I'll do whenever I want to do. So that is lack of accountability. Accountability means taking ownership. This is my job, this is my responsibility, I will do it, whether my manager is asking or not, whether my teachers are following up or not, whether my parents are asking me or not. As a student, passing the exam is my responsibility, I will do it. Okay, taking ownership and not blaming others for your failure or your procrastination or something that is happening, some challenge that you're facing in your life. That is basically accountability. So now all the accountability is actually missing, and now the world has changed. There is a lot of work from home, and remote working is happening. So your boss is sitting else somewhere else. So we tend to think that okay, my boss won't know. I can go out for a movie and come, or I'll do that and come, or I'll do it whenever I want, right? So you can do that. You have the flexibility when you're doing work from home, but ensure that you get things done before deadline. This is my responsibility. I have to do it. Okay. So accountability will win you your senior colleagues' hearts, and that is really important. So take ownership, take accountability. Time, if something is happening in the project, some work is given to you, so just don't scratch the surface. Become more facts-based, become more data-oriented. Uh, don't don't decide things based on gut feeling. Become more scientific. That is basically deep diving. So if you want to make some judgments, you want to make some decisions, you're working on a project, or you're trying to understand something, you're researching something for the project, be facts based, be data oriented. Okay, so that is going to be really helping. There are a lot of tools like the Lean tool, Six Sigma. A lot of trainings are also available for you. So you may want to read those things as well. So whatever you do, show results. I spoke about deadline. Before deadline, you have to show results. If you are a salesman and your job is to sell 100 lifts in a year, you have to sell 101 or 110. So show results. Now you would have seen all these salespeople knocking at your doors. No, now one of the most critical competences that a sales person should have is drive and persistence. So now he knocks at the door. Somebody says, "Ma'am, please buy a vacuum cleaner." Ma'am, and the lady says no. Then he goes to the next door, knocks at the door. "Ma'am, please buy vacuum cleaner." And they say no. Then he goes to the third door, knocks, "Ma'am, please buy a vacuum cleaner." Then they bang the door on his face. Fourth door, fifth door, sixth door. Now he becomes really down, demotivated, tired, but still he goes and knocks at the seventh door. That is drive and persistence. Seventh door, eighth door, 10th door, then somebody says, "Okay, come on, explain about the vacuum cleaner. What is the product all about?" And then he makes the sale, right? So now for the 9 times, nothing is happening. But for the 10th time, they are buying. So not, again, you spoke about that already, never give up attitude. Yeah, so never give up before you show results. Never give up before you achieve your targets. So that is really important. Okay, so drive and persistence. So you have to show results in the organization. Only then people start respecting you. Solve problems. Okay, now showing results also can solve problems. Let's say, for example, your manager is struggling with an Excel, or he needs some data, or he needs you, he's looking for somebody to go and meet a person, or he is taking leave and he wants somebody to handle his presentation, right? So try to solve problem. You volunteer and tell your manager, "Boss, I'm there, let me do it." Volunteer and ask your friend who's struggling, "Come on, can I help with that?" If he's struggling with making an uh, Excel graph, then you volunteer and say, "Okay, I can help you with that," right? So solve problems for others. It can also solving problem for your parents, for your siblings. Your parent needs something, some help, then just volunteer. "What can I do?" Your sibling is looking for help, your friends, anybody. It small things. These solving problems, it is not big things. Okay, so these are small things. So you tell them, "I'm always available, I'm there, I can help with that." So solve problems and people are going to like you. Show results, people are going to respect you. Yeah, listen to people, they are going to like you. Yeah, so now these are all important things to do when you are in the corporate. Okay, now this is not good ambassadors, goodwill ambassadors. Okay, so now when you do all of these things, when you show results, when you solve problems, when you are a great listener, when you are a great communicator, when you have your own original opinions to share, when you're well dressed in the organization, right? Now people start noticing you, people start liking you, and there are senior people, your manager, your manager's manager, or somebody, some director or some GM in some other department. So now they all are noticing you, your consistent performance, your ability to solve problems. So all of these attributes they are noticing, and a very good positive impression about you is created in their minds, and they, in your absence, when they are having conversations, they are talking good things about you. Okay, so if there is some good project is coming and they say, okay, let's put this person, he's good, they're recommending you without even you knowing it. Okay, so we need to build goodwill ambassadors everywhere in the organizations, especially because this is all about career. So you need people who are talking good things about you. Okay, and inclusion, world has changed. Inclusion means appreciating differences despite somebody's background. Each one of us, when you are in the office, when you're joining some corporate, everybody comes from different backgrounds. Now, there could be their religion, their community, their language. They are from urban area, rural area, North India, South India. They are from East India. There could be somebody black. There could be somebody white. There could be somebody Chinese, right? There is a women girl in the team. There could be somebody who's a transgender. So in a team, in an organization, people come from different walks of life and different backgrounds. So it is really important to be inclusive. When you are inclusive, when you are only goal oriented, then you are able to really collaborate with them. Okay, now making everybody feel really comfortable is inclusion. Not looking at somebody's background, but only looking at somebody's character, looking at only somebody's ability to perform, looking at only somebody's skill is going to be really important. Yeah, so appreciating differences despite background that they come from is going to be very, very important. So let's all be inclusive. Okay, and of course learn every day. You have to learn every day. That's really important. Make learning a habit. Allocate some. Now in college you learn every day, but when you come to corporate, it is going to be really difficult to find time to learn. Okay, but learning is like sharpening your saw. So you are busy and you don't find some time for yourself to learn. So what you do, you book some time every day, 1 hour. So like how you wake up in the morning, compulsorily brush your teeth, and you have breakfast. So learning also should become a habit after you join some company. So allocate like 1 hour every day. You learn something about the job or something related to your aspiration, your dreams, your future, whatever, but learn something new every day. Okay, yeah. So how is it going so far? I've got 2 more minutes. Can I get some response in the chat box? How is it going? Is it going good? Yes. Okay. Okay. Nitin, Chirant, Kirtana, Varsha. All right. Great. Gautam, Nitin, Madan. All right. Great. Okay. So now I just have one or two more slides. Okay. Just move on quickly. Feedback. Okay, now we spoke about a lot of things. Feedback is asking others opinion about yourself, about your performance, about your ability, about your capability. So just go and ask other person, your friend, your teacher, your colleague, your parent, your manager, for feedback. Sir, how am I doing? I submitted a project report. What do you think? Sir, I made a presentation. Uh, any suggestions do you have? Did I really speak well? Was my presentation really good? sir, please tell me where are the areas that I have to improve, right? So don't shy to ask for feedback and don't be egoistic. Feedback is important. Saurav, yeah, Saurav, you want to ask a question, please? Okay, so feedback is one of the most powerful tools. So don't shy, don't be egoistic to ask for feedback. Ask for feedback as much as possible from everybody and correct yourself. Gautam, Saurav, do you have anything to say? Please. Okay. Then the other one is getting yourself a mentor. What is it? In the pictures, if you see Bill Gates. All of us know Bill Gates. Bill Gates was the world's richest person sometime back. Now it is Elon Musk from Tesla. So now the world's richest man, Bill Gates, he had a mentor. And in the second picture, you have the lady with the pink dress. She's Oprah Winfrey, the most celebrated show host in America. Okay, now she was already great. She was already top. She was already successful, but she still had a mentor, Maya Angelou. And then this person, Bill Campbell. Now we all know Apple, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Larry Page from Google. All of these people are big guys, but still they all had mentors. They had Bill Campbell as their mentor, right? So now it is important for us to also identify a mentor who can actually guide us, help us, share experiences with us throughout our career. So please reach out to somebody you think is very experienced and ask them, sir or madam, can you be my mentor? So all of us need mentors to be really successful. Okay. So now even these top guys in the world, they had mentors. So all of us really need mentors. Okay. Get yourself a mentor and yeah, and stay focused. I will finish off with a story from Mahabharata. Okay. Now Dronacharya, he was teaching archery to his disciples who were the Kauravas and the Pandavas. So one day he wanted to test the archery skills of his students, his pupils. So he asked everybody to come to a forest area. So before they all came, Dronacharya, what he did, he found a highest tree, a tall tree in the forest. And on top of the tree, he placed a wooden bird. Yeah, bird, okay, B-I-R-D, bird. A wooden bird, a bird made of wood. It had eyes, it had wings, it had a beak, it had legs. So he put this wooden bird on top of the tallest tree that he found. Okay, then the students, all his pupils, the students, they all assembled near the tree. Now Dronacharya, he called the first person. He called Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, come, pick up your bow and arrow and take aim at the wooden bird which is there on top of the tree. Now Yudhishthira comes, he picks up the bow, he picks up the arrow, and he takes aim at the bird. Now Dronacharya, he's asking Yudhishthira, what do you see? And Yudhishthira says, Guruji, I can see the blue sky. Then Dronacharya tells him, okay, you take your shot. Then he takes the shot, the arrow misses the bird. Now he calls Ashwatthama. Okay, Ashwatthama, now it is your turn, you come. Then Ashwatthama picks up his bow and arrow and he takes aim at the bird. And now Dronacharya asks Ashwatthama, you tell me, what do you see? Then Ashwatthama says, Guruji, I can see the green leaves, the branches. Then he says, okay, you take your shot. Ashwatthama takes the shot. His shot also misses the bird. Now he calls Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, come on. Now it is your time. Um, take your bow and arrow, take aim at the bird. Now Arjuna comes, he picks up the bow, he picks up the arrow, and he takes aim at the wooden bird which is there on top of the tree. Now Dronacharya asks the same question to Arjuna. Arjuna, tell me, what do you see? And Arjuna says, I can see the eye of the bird. Okay, the eye, EYE, eye of the bird. Dronacharya asks him again, what else do you see? What are the other things that you see? And Arjuna tells him, Guruji, I don't see anything else. I can see only the eye of the bird. Now Dronaji says, okay, take your shot. And Arjuna takes the shot. The arrow hits the eye of the bird. Okay, so staying focused is really important. I think one of you in the beginning also spoke about focus. Staying focused on your target is going to be really important. So never take your eyes off the target. Be happy, stay blessed, and thank you all so much for this wonderful listening. Once again, let me thank the principal ma'am, Soumya ma'am, everybody, the college officials, all the faculty, ICT Academy, Vishnu, Pranjal, and all of you students. So thank you and wishing you all the very best. So do you have any comments? So please put your feedback in the chat box. Was the session useful? All right, I can see a lot of thank yous. Hope the session was useful. All right, thank you. So please practice as much as possible. Practice is really important.
Really, thank you, sir. That was truly a resourceful session. Thank you.
Thank you all of you. Thank you. Happy weekend. Bye.